Okay, looks like we're good to go. So I'm going to get this draft started. Best of luck, everybody.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? Spellbinder's pretty good. And nothing else really sticks out as a card that I'm excited to
Who
play.
am I passing to? Obvious Lobster. Okay.
Type of cat, believe likes to draft these like 5-color piles. He's done it a couple of times. These like multicolor things. So I'm just gonna draft aggro, I think, or something moderately aggressive. Spellbinder's just like a good white card though. It's really solid. Pretty happy. If I wheel like Lingering Souls, I'd probably play it. Moonvale Regent could be interesting. There's a Sacred Foundry here, so that probably isn't realistic. Could be Hall of the Storm Giant as well. But we're just gonna take Spellbinder here and see what we get on the wheel. Not the most exciting first pick, but it is a really solid card. Okay, so there's DOJ. I could pivot and play control. Those are pretty important if you want to play a control deck. Alternatively, there's like Usher of the Fallen. There's Strangle if I wanted to be more proactive. There's a Hellrider here to potentially wheel. If I think the black-white lane is where I want to be, there's also Gutterbones Dread Wanderer here. What do I feel like playing? I mean, I really don't think I want to play control right now in a 6-person pod. I want to take this Strangle, wheel Sacred Foundry from the first pack. See if I can make like Boros work in some way. Kind of a Boros midrange maybe. Alternatively, there's Llanowar Loam Speaker, but that's not really super appealing on its own. It's a good card that I'm happy to play, but it's not really a draw into green in the same way. Strangle's pretty boring, but it is really efficient. That pack kind of sucked. Not winning announcements, great though. Banger card. Also a counterspell here, so blue-white kind of as off the table as it could be. Looking to wheel Mondrak here. Looking to wheel Lingering Souls and Mondrak at this point would be like, if I could just have the cards break my way, that's the way they will. That's the way they'll break. If not, Lay Down Arms could be good if I play mono white. I figure I'm pretty likely to get Usher back on the wheel. Because unless you're mono white specifically, or like some sort of aggressive white deck in general, you're just not really taking it. We could really go any direction here. All right, well, there's a Glorybringer. What do I feel about a Glorybringer? Hell, Glorybringer's a good card. If I want to make this Boros mid-range deck work, I think this is it. Try to wheel Warboss or Phoenix Savash I'm pretty content with. Spirited Companion even could be okay. Would probably steal from the Spot Splash Lingering Souls and try to make Black Mana work. Or was Lingering Souls in the same pack as Sacred Foundry? I don't actually remember. It's a good start though. It's like a bunch of really powerful cards. Okay, so there's Seasoned Pyro and Intrepid Adversary. Intrepid Adversary plays well with Wedding Announcement. It's a good aggressively slanted card. Seasoned Pyro is a bit better for specifically a grindy deck, but I like Intrepid a lot, and I think I would rather start more proactive. On the other hand, I could cut red. This pack has 3 white cards. Yeah, I'm just going to cut red. I'm just going to cut red. I think that's what I do. I'm not putting these in the sideboard because I don't want to play them. I just think that I've got to re-identifying that red is probably my main color if I'm getting Seasoned Pyromancers and Glorybringers this, 4th, 5th pick. Pretty likely red is kind of open. And so if white's available, which it looks like it might be, decent white cards here. Intrepid Adversary is very powerful. Faithful Absence is fine removal. It's better the more aggressive you are. Works well for control decks too, because a lot of times you just outvalue people naturally. But if you're aggressive, you get to put your opponent in positions where they can't crack their clues, so it just ends up being white Doomblade. So I got Luris, Settle the Wreckage, Grim Lavamancer, Skrelv. Well, currently I have 0/2s, but Luris is powerful. Okay, white is definitely open, so I'm gonna bring these cards back over. It was supposed to 6-12. If I wheel Luris, that's cool, but like I've already got 3/3 drops that are all really good. Okay, I'll take Sacred Foundry. Didn't wheel the. All right, so if we can move Outreach it back around the third time, that'd be cool. I'm not super in love with it, but it is okay. Amarius Call's okay. Faithless Looting could even be okay, but obviously just taking Sacred Foundry here, given that it looks like I'm playing a red-white deck. Now, because we only have 6 people at the table, not all the cards will be opened, so I do have to keep that in mind. I think I still want to be kind of proactive, so Usher's good. Although Hellrider, man, Hellrider with a wedding announcement and a Skrelv and a Season Pyromancer. All right. Oh goodness. Oh man, this is a tough decision. Like Usher's good if you're aggressive, but I think I'm kind of a mid-range deck, and awkwardly, I think I'm like might be a good Hellrider deck just off of the tokens I'm making. It feels weird to say. No, it's gotta be Usher, right? It's just like a card that you ram into your opponent's board early. All right. I'll be more mature. Magda lets me accelerate, be really explosive. Mondrak could also be okay. I think I'm just taking Magda there. Poor boss. Poor boss. Or I take Scrolls High for the sideboard. Or Evoker for the sideboard. I actually think I'm gonna do that. Actually, oh, there was a Faithful still. Should have considered that. All right, well, take Luris here, I think. Okay, well, this is certainly a pile. Can't say that I've ever drafted Boros mid-range before. Basically just want to take all like 1s and 2s from here, right? Or like 2s and interaction type cards. Gonna start with Cleave, huh? I mean, I'm kind of a tokens deck, but am I still a Cleave deck if I'm just playing tokens? I think I'm still a Cleave deck.
Lost too many times to that card. Time I'm gonna take it.
So Bloodthirsty Adversary is okay.
Now I'm gonna lose with it on my side. Like it'll be great.
Vision of Tarkir. Gotta take my dual lands. I'm getting plenty of playables, so. Well, light on interaction at the moment, which is definitely concerning. I've passed a couple of removal spells that were pretty reasonable. It's okay. In pack 3, we're just going to open Swords to Plowshares, and everything will be okay. Nobody panic. My deck is certainly something. I don't know if it's good something, but it's something.
I can tell you mine's terrible, so you're already ahead.
I mean, I changed midway, so yeah, I feel that.
I'm just gonna say I'm testing a concept.
That's how it starts. All I know is that the card that I was going to take as a first pick ended up being like pick 14 or 15 for someone else.
Okay, if I wheel the Quintorius, there's a possibility we could play it. I just need to get more stuff first. Like, I need to get more cheap things. Because currently I only have 2 spells that are relatively cheap. I probably want like 6. Quintorius is like not really a Boros card. It's really more of like a Jeskai card. You want to be playing a very spellsy sort of deck, or a Mardu card where you're playing a lot of the Black Doom Blades. Very rarely have I seen, but then again, I don't see a lot of Boros itself, so I don't know how much of that is. Let's see. Yeah, take my mana here. Don't know how much of that is Quintorius. People undervaluing it, not being able to fit it in their decks, not playing Boros, whatever. I've played it. I've gotten completely savaged by it in a match, and then I've used it, and it was a very good win condition. So, generally been pretty good. I think it's probably better if you've got ways of running your opponent out of cards, playing a lot of planeswalkers and stuff like that pressure your opponent's resources. If you're playing like a bunch of instants of sorceries, it's a little less good because then your opponent just doom blades it a lot of times, but does win a lot of games. So, man, it's a late ride, I guess. Don't really. We'll see if we get there on this one. We will see if we get there on this one. All right, so I'm gonna take Lightning Helix here, obviously. And then we'll take Souls here, I think. Let's get my interaction locked down. Got plenty of stuff. All right, yeah. Do we take Sun Gold Sentinel? Is that a card we're interested in? Transmogrifant's Crown could be interesting too if we're against. Also Banishing Light, but I really don't want to play another 3-drop in my deck. It's got so many. Sun Gold Sentinel's kind of bad unless you exactly want to wait. I really just don't want to play it. And again, it's like a kind of aggressively slanted 2-drop. All right. Now I can choose between March of Otherworldly Light, which is extremely inefficient if you're on a control deck, or Quintorius, which I think we might be able to get there on. So we'll see. Weird deck. But got some cool.
Gosh, this came back around. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Does suck that the Bobble was in there too, because Bobble would be really good.
Way better card.
I probably should have taken Bobble there. I didn't even notice it was in the pack. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, if I could have that pick back, I would take Bobble because I don't really have enough spells at the moment. Maybe this Quintorius ends up being a banger. More likely it doesn't, but we'll see. All right, so realistically, probably cutting like. Sure. Yeah, we take that. Take an Elspeth. Don't mind if I do. Kind of just try to play the highest quality cards here. Not the best Embercleave deck, but it doesn't take much for Embercleave to just be a completely degenerate card, so. So last pack, we're hoping to get a couple more cheap things to do. That might just be better in the main board than Quintorius, depending on how this last pack plays out. If I end up with like 3 more non-creature spells, I'd probably just play Quintorius. I think it's probably better than Avacyn from that spot. I'm just gonna throw both of the sideboard and we'll figure it out in a minute. All right. Lightning Strike is fine. Unexciting, but this pack sucks. So sure, we take that. Godless Shrine's not even like a good off-color land, right? Like if I was gonna take a land like that, it'd be like a red-black land, right? That way I could cast Luris off of it. I feel like this pack is real good for everybody but me.
I had something like that the other pack.
Just got like 3 windmill slams in the in the color. There's a windmill slam in every color that I'm not in. I feel very let down by that. Okay. All right. Everything works out okay. So it's all good.
I regret all of my decisions that have led me to this.
I think my deck is probably terrible, but it looks like it'll be sweet to try.
I know mine is terrible.
Oh gosh, this pack I went from I want that, nope, that's better, and then nope, that's better than that.
Okay, Selfless Spirit, another good pickup in my Sarah like. Paragon Luris of the Dream Den deck. The Hellrider out of the sideboard against control is also cute because my deck's just really good at making tokens. Yeah, I think we got there on Quintorius though. I don't even know if I'll have to start this late on Arns. Might just be able to sideboard it in.
I think I've drafted the most lands I've ever drafted before. If I play 3 basics, I feel like I'm good.
Kind of don't want to even start this Embercleave because that's probably a little much. That seems like fighting words.
Pardon me.
Might not start the season Pyro. We'll see. Let's see what this looks like when we're all done. All right, ossification. There's the hard removal spell we want. And I'll wheel one of these for probably the sideboard, basically. Guardian and New Benalia. Yeah, we can work with that. Work with Guardian and New Benalia. I don't know if I'll start it. This pack was bad the first time around. It's worse now. Guess we'll take an Angel of Invention against control. It's like a army in a can. It's okay into Jund potentially. Not getting Reprieve or Mana Tide does suck though. I was kind of hoping to get one of those. But our mana's pretty good. We've got looks like a sideboard plan. Stoke the Flames, Monastery Mentor. We're decent with Quintorius because I think I can guarantee a spell in my graveyard by turn 5, but I don't think I can guarantee a spell every turn for that card. I think instead we're gonna take Stoke the Flames. Maybe we'll play it. Like, probably should, right? I have War Boss and Season Pyromancer. I actually think I'm gonna not start Cleave. I'll board it in against decks where it's very good. So like removal, light interaction, light decks. Okay.
Oh god, this came around. That came around.
I don't love the sound of that.
I'm not getting anything else from this pack too. Oh shit.
Oh man, Blade Splicer's really good. I actually think I'm gonna cut that because I think the deck just has better things to be doing. You know, well, these for all right sideboard card. They're all right sideboard card. Oh. So I've got to get down to 24, so I need 3 cuts. It's definitely a 3 drop. It's the first card I cut. Probably Stoke too, just it's good, but a touch clunky at times. Maybe it's Soulseer. Yeah, Soulseer doesn't go face. We'll start with this, and we'll just start with all bird that either goes face or is strangled that's super efficient. And then we'll cut
a very interesting draft.
A 3 drop. Probably War Boss. There are definitely matchups where War Boss is not good. There's a lot of matchups where it's very good, but part of the sideboard plan.
Change everything on the 4th pick.
Maybe it's Usher of the Fallen.
Go from single color for the first 3 picks, and then go 3 colors in your 4th pick.
Maybe it's Showdown. I'm just trying to like go real aggressive game 1. No, probably Stoke. Yeah, just keep my spell count kind of low. It's low enough that Quintorius is still, or it's high enough that I can probably use it with Quintorius. No. Soulseer catches a couple of Stoke's face. I can tap a creature. Let's see. Probably supposed to cut. Yeah, let's make a short list here of cards that are like kind of cuttable. I was bored in the season Pyro game 1, just be a little more proactive. It also means I don't have to have double red on turn 3. There's a consideration I hadn't thought about at first, but that's kind of relevant. And then I've got the option to bring in a couple of removal spells or bring in a much more aggressive package if the situation calls for it. So. Okay, so can't cast Luris, but I've got 2-drop into Helix. So another land that doesn't cast Luris. Love it. This is where my Karzev gets countered on turn 2, and we scoop it up. Sag. Big Sag. But I've tactically... not tactically done anything, boys. Okay. Yeah.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Man, it's got everything, so. On the draw, my opponents had Counterspell, Planeswalker, Doomblade Counterspell, so probably good game.
Oh, there will be a next time.
Okay. Assume Lars is gonna die. Oh yeah, he's got 2 on top. Lars is definitely dead. Cool. Cool. Might be able to race here. Got a Stoke, so I mean, and a Glory Banger. Level Spirit kind of protects. Sure.
I bring order to this
Risky.
broken world.
The Pusher. Man, his draw has been so good.
Very well.
Ugh. Another counter spell? All right.
Fight. Things have not gone my way.
Out of gas. Into a Scarab God. Okay. Woohoo! That was a above average top deck. Okay, we might steal this game. He's at 3. His controller's doing control things. Oh, control doing control things. Oh man. Resolve 2 planeswalkers, have a full grip of counterspells and doom blades, die anyways. Just control things, guys. Just control things. Okay. So, with that in mind, my opponent's playing a lot of cheap removal and cheap card draw. So my game plan is going to be get very lean. Brand Guardian, this, Beaumont Courier, Ren's Resolve, War Boss, Stormsinker. We're just going full load of the, ooh, he's got too much spot removal for Cleave to be good here, I think. Hellrider though, Hellrider would be looking good. I want the Soul Seer for Scarab God specifically because I just need to buy a turn. Okay. So it's good. Glorybringer was good there as a finisher. Most of the time it's going to be kind of mid. I've got to cut a lot of cards here. So we're basically cutting all the top end that isn't like, we're just basically cutting all the expensive cards and just getting super low to the ground. We're just going to try to run them over. 5 drops out because they die to Doom Blades and counter spells. Showdown draws a bunch of cards. Hellrider deals 1 million damage when it attacks. Got a few more cards. Triangle bad. Let's see. Oh, you don't need so many bolts. Just want more creatures. A couple of bolts to finish off face damage is nice, but don't want too much. And then I'll run 41 to offset the fact that I was playing virtually 17 lands, and I cut my curve down. Just cut all my 5 drops. And the goal here is just to get under the control player. If he wants to play 1-for-1 removal and trade for my cards, I will just play cheap cards. That way I can play out my entire hand before he's able to play out his entire hand is the goal here. Arizev, Intrepid Adversary. Say it's not great. It's got Luris to play for a play on turn 5. So we'll keep it. Is he on a mult? Yes. Okay. We'd love to draw a 1-drop here. Well, not quite the Usher of the Fallen I wanted for Christmas, but you know. Right on time, Bowman Courier. Right on time. That being said, I am actually just going to run out this Bowman Courier. Because I feel like whatever I play here is getting Doombladed or Counterspelled anyways.
The system can't fix everything, but we can. I got someone on the inside.
Oh, it phases. Just bolting the Kaido.
Some serious counter.
That was a above average draw. So now I got 2 good threats in play, which is nice. Languish cleans them both up, but I don't think he languished, or he was like planning to play Languish if that was his kind of okay. One Ring kind of bad against my deck with Burn, or less good against my deck with Burn. He's got a lot of cards here, obviously, but I think we can still run him down. Okay, so what's the line here? Is it? Am I just supposed to play Kairi Zev and Intrepid Adversary as a 3-1? I think I am. And then we put this out of shock range. We attack to stack a card. And then we hope he doesn't have Languish. Sure.
Out of my way. I have a way. You fight for me now.
Okay, so I've got to put the counter on Hell Rider. Or Beaumont. I think we're actually just putting it on Beaumont. Oh, he got shocked. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I think that was a pun on the Bowman Courier. I should have put the counter on the Hell Rider.
Wallow in darkness. You can deal with my servant. I'm
I
busy.
think we're just gonna get buried by the ring here. That doesn't bode well. Well, unfortunately, the game plan did not exactly work because my opponent had Fog on turn 4 into a million removal spells, which is unfortunate. I need this Luris to resolve. Doesn't look like it's resolving. Sure. Wow. I assume he's got a way to get rid of the ring, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so I just gotta get enough damage to burn him out. Sure. So if I attack now, Gearhulk eats my thing. Why did you not wait till combat? Oh, yeah. What? No, he can just block. I guess he's, no, burden, right. So he goes to 3, then goes to 5. Yeah. I'm just gonna bank on him not having any more life gain and just take my trigger. He takes 4 and then 4 more. So if he doesn't have a way to get rid of the ring, we win or gain more life, I guess. But I don't think there's a lot of ways he could get rid of it. We got rid of the Brawl's expertise, so he can't Cyber Siphoner it back. Like Collective Brutality, maybe? He Collective Brutality and, oh god, are there any life gain creatures in either graveyard? Not that matter, because I just passed turn. But dead, right? Okay. We have a way to gain life? Die to burden counters? Die to burden counters. Whew. Man, that was a scary game. That the ring drawing you like 10 cards was, yeah. GG's. Draw again, not the best, but some cheap cards and a Scald, so. Usher into Aspirant's pretty good. I think I'm just supposed to offer up the trade here. I don't want that to go, so. Draw land. Just gonna strangle this, attack for 5. Obviously, a land here would have been insane because we could have played Magda or Luminarch Aspirant. Stumbling here, not good. Whatever 4-drop he plays here is probably gonna brick our board.
Everyone else leave?
I think they all went to their rooms to play their games.
No, no one. I mean, obvious lobster isn't obvious.
Oh, maybe he rage quit. I don't know.
Well, I'll be here and just chill.
Really awkward. Language there is pretty brutal. Gallows, sure. You're willing to top deck a land here. That lets me play Aspirant plus Ossification. All right. Worm coil. Wow. Punished. Man. Brutally punished. He goes to 11. You're currently dealing a little more than 11. He said he has 5 cards in hand, so.
Thank you, Toad. I will watch. As I'm embarrassed with my own, like, God, my deck sucks.
I was feeling better about life before I played Ossification on a 5-drop and immediately got Worm Coiled to the face.
Wait a minute. Someone else has that rogue, or the token maker.
What?
I've played against that,
Oh,
Magna.
God bless. Simon Siphoner on Languish. Yeah, I guess I died to that. I think I was in this up until this very second.
Nice Luris combo.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Welcome.
I've still got cards to play, but I'm not loving my odds, given that I've been Languish twice this game. But we'll see. All right, well, it is not often you are languished 3 times in one game. I will consider that a victory for the deck idea, at least, that this got that far. Just not beating Wormcoil plus 3 languishes.
Gosh, you should prepare for that better.
Yeah, it's like he played once. I think he played one spell the entire game, and then just like Cybid and snapped it back like 3 times. Like, Jesus Christ!
I
man.
mean, that spell that he kept playing was Languish over and over and over.
I know, it's just like, oh my god. I got punished pretty hard. Like, he had Golos, I had to ossification it, and then just immediately slammed Wormcoil. It was a big feel bad.
I don't tap out until the 4th languish.
Well, if it had just been just Languish, I would have kept going because I had a Sarah Paragon in my hand, but he also had an active Wormcoil engine, so.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I still think it's funny to be like, well, did you try to get rid of Languish?
I don't think I actually have a way to play into Languish or play around Languish either. All right.
That 2-drop all the way on the left.
Yeah, I mean that one's definitely coming in because of the Saiba and the. I'm just trying to think how I want to sideboard here because, unlike my previous opponent who was like on the traditional blue-black control, he's playing Wormcoil Engine, so I don't just want to like gut all my cheap things or expensive things.
Oh man, that makes me that right there just makes me so nervous that we're getting Utopia Sprawl because you just can't kill the Utopia Sprawl in turn 1.
I was just thinking the same
But we're
thing.
gonna play it.
I was also
We're not
thinking
gonna-
how obnoxious it is that this is a 1/2. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't have attacked my Squirrel into an Elvish Mystic anyways, but
Yeah. Can't even bluff attack against a 1/2. But I did not have Utopia Sprawl on my bingo card.
yeah, I was really surprised at that. That seemed like a bit of an egregious print.
It is kind of funny to have it alongside pre-ban spreadancies too. Like mana denial, too good, but here's your excessive mana ramp.
Right? Like, do they have Arbor? Never mind. I don't know why I just asked if Arbor Elf was on the client. It would be in this cube.
Oh, this is a Yorion deck? What?
No, this is a Languish deck. I've just gotten languished 4 times now in one match.
Wah, wah, wah. No, I'm kidding.
right, well, that feels real bad.
You shine bright, hero.
It was a mighty fine Dreadmaw our opponent just played.
Spread your wings.
Dang, Colossal Dreadmaw didn't win.
Quintorius having the magic 5 toughness being a feels good there. Didn't actually matter, but it did feel good.
It's very specific against the 60 card deck, but Legion Warboss is kind of a liability against World Coil Engine specifically. You just have to jam your 1/1 into the 6/6 every turn.
Yeah,
I don't know how
you're
to
not
control it
wrong. It's like it's bad.
Card deck.
It's like bad against that specific card, but pretty good against the rest of his deck. Is the awkward thing.
Yeah.
Very glad I decided not to cash in that treasure for a 1/1. He was the person I just played last round. He's playing. He's just not in the voice call. I believe they sent a message earlier saying that their thing wasn't working. Man, 3 bashes in a row on the draw. Feels bad.
I just want to add them so I can do stuff. That's all.
You get a bonus card. It's great.
That's exactly what that's exactly what my aggressive mid-range deck wants, is another card, not playing Carry Zev on turn 2. Man, just been like all control all the way down. Oh god, do you have reprieve? You do.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep that one.
Alright. I almost feel like I could top right this game, but I'm gonna keep going.
I have an absolutely insane hand, so this is looking good for you, but doesn't mean anything.
Gotta love being on the draw, man. It's like, oh god, my hand was so good on the play.
Whoa, it's good though.
Yeah, I don't think I'm beating this.
Alright, well, it seems like my opponent isn't here. Oh, no, she'll invite me.
That's a card.
Yeah, reprieve.
Yeah.
One card.
Reprieve was such a good pick. I was struggling between Heat and Ossification during draft. I had both of them in a pack. I think Reprieve is better, but
Oh, reprieve is
they're both
definitely better.
fantastic.
Ossification's good, but reprieve is fantastic.
I think I want to bump Reprieve up to S tier. I think it's that good.
I'm right there with you.
There's no white deck in which Reprieve is not a fantastic card.
Well, like it's even better in green because green, green's the best color. But it's just like I played it in green white. It did kind of the same thing. It was just like it bought you enough time to execute your game plan in which you were no longer under pressure. And it's just like there's literally no counterplay to it because if your opponent's playing on curve, they just spent all their mana. You just literally time. It's time walk, like literally time walk.
Hmm.
I'm gonna guess this is an unwinnable matchup from my side. Your deck is just like ramp, wraths, and life gain. I think that's in big green junkers. Just
Yeah.
like all the things I don't
think
want to
so.
see wrapped up in one package.
I think the best draw from my deck beats the best draw from your deck, but I'm not sure if it always wins these matches.
Like nothing's 100%. I'd be willing to guess the average deck. I don't know. I don't know what the rest of your deck looks like. Maybe that was just an incredibly busted draw. But like my draw was pretty good, and it was not remotely close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to go for like max damage as quick as possible.
I mean, that was a pretty insane chart. Like once upon a time, casting for free, then into a reprieve, your first play, and then row ramping. Like there, I mean, I like to think it has good cards in it, but that was definitely the upper end. Yeah, this is also a really good hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I couldn't. The left strut beast countering my bowback courier on one. Like, I just had to put myself in a position where you don't have wrath, I can kill you. But yeah, that did not feel like it was. I don't like I said. I don't think that's a particularly competitive matchup. Like your deck's just doing.
That looks rough for you, Tel. That looks very rough for you.